Good morning. This is the beginning of day 4 of our backpack. I didn't film breaking camp or anything because there was a horde of mosquitoes, thousands of mosquitoes eating us alive.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even have coffee. We only had not even our full breakfast because it was just unbearable. We just had to get everything unpacked, the tent down, pack up the backpacks, eat a little bit, and then hit the trail because there was just hordes of mosquitoes.
And the reason there was a lot of mosquitoes because 4 or 5 days ago there was a massive thunderstorm and there's puddles everywhere, and whenever you get the wetness and the puddles everywhere, that's when the mosquitoes come out. And sometimes this area apparently has no mosquitoes, but not now. Okay, the battery just died on me in the middle of filming, and so I had to change the battery, and that's why there was that abrupt end.
Yeah, we were discussing mosquitoes.
Mosquito situation, and why, because of thunderstorms, there's so many mosquitoes.
Yeah, so there's some wet conditions. Apparently at other times there's no mosquitoes. When we were following like Mark of the Trails route, he inspired this backpack. And he said that when he did this trail, there was no mosquitoes.
So just because of the thunderstorms that were recently here.
Dry out for a long time, there'll be no mosquitoes.
Yeah.
If we have some rain and moisture, there will be mosquitoes.
Okay. A nice river shot. Some raging water up ahead. Anyway, I should mention the water levels are extremely high. The Red Deer River would be dangerous to cross right now because the water levels are so incredibly high.
Yeah, even the tributaries, the crossings are higher than normal. And the Red Deer River, I think, is impossible to cross right now.
Yeah, so there's no way we can make it to Skeleton Lake or anything. So we're not going to attempt that.
We hope that when we get to the Clearwater crossing,
yeah, we're a bit worried about crossing the Clearwater.
We crossed, what was it, river?
We crossed the Pipestone, but that was crotch deep. That was fairly deep. And I wouldn't want to do anything deeper than that. Okay, onwards we go. A little bit of a waterfall there.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Horseshoe Lake, or Skeleton Lake, the other name for it. They say 1.5 miles, but apparently it's actually further. They should update that sign to kilometers. Okay. We're not going to do that because the water levels are just dangerously high right now, so we're not going to do it. Water levels were lower, we would do it, but not right now.
No.
Okay, turn the camera off. Just hiking along, another viewpoint. Thought I'd bring the camera out. Some gorgeous scenery along this trail. Okay, I just noticed we're traveling down this trail, and I noticed that down below there's a trail closer to the river, following beside the river.
It must have been the old trail.
Which I believe was probably the old trail, and he must have built this upper trail more recently, and we're following the newer trail that's higher up and further away from the river.
Maybe for safety reasons.
It could be for safety reasons or whatever it is. We're following
because I believe canyons and stuff are coming up.
Yeah, well anyway, there's a trail following closer to the river, probably the older trail, and this newer trail that we're on, much more developed, is higher up. I just thought I'd mention that. Okay, very cool. We heard roaring off the trail, so we went in the direction of where the roaring was occurring, and sure enough there's a waterfall here. And plus the faint trail I was mentioning earlier, it's right here. It's right here.
This is the old trail.
The old trail's right there. And we're in the upper trail, and there's no sign or nothing indicating this waterfall. We just heard it.
And yet we also kind of knew there would be a waterfall from
Yeah.
watching Mark of the Trails video. And he said we could hear the waterfall from the trail.
Yeah.
And so we knew when we heard that roar, it was probably the waterfall.
Yeah, so Mark of the Trail kind of like let us know there's a waterfall coming up. So we were listening for it, and sure enough, we heard it, and here it is. We found it. Cool.
Yeah, nice. It's a little impressive waterfall.
It's very scenic, beautiful waterfall. That's the Red Deer River. Nice waterfalls. I'm glad we found this. I'm glad we saw it. Anyway. Okay, I don't know how well you can make it out, but there's a big gorge there. Zoom in a bit more. And then the trees are obscuring the right bank. But there's a big rock on the other gorge side on the other side. I think the old trail comes really close to that, and which is why one of the reasons he probably rerouted it higher up, because there's probably concern somebody's going to fall off that and end up dying falling off cliff edges like that. Anyway, you get a glimpse of that gorge even from here. Cool. You can see it better with the naked eye than on video, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. Okay, further up the trail I get this view of the gorge, which is really cool. I'll zoom in. That is the gorge. Super cool.
This is the upper Red Deer River?
Yeah, this is the upper Red Deer River. I'm just going to swing and show the river in the opposite direction, so you get a view of both sides. Pretty cool in this direction as well. Zoom out a bit. Okay, now you want to say something, John?
Yeah, I just want to say that life is good. And now, in hindsight, I'm glad that I retired. I retired at 63. I'm 64 right now. And we all end up in the same destination, no matter what route we take in life. You can take the hard, strenuous path to the final destination, or you can take a more pleasurable, memorable route to the final destination. But we all end up at the same destination.
Nobody gets out of this life alive.
Yeah, no matter, we all end up at the same end point at the end.
And you could take the scenic route,
or you can take the more pleasurable, memorable route, or you can take the hard, strenuous route.
and you might die with a bigger bank account.
Yeah, I could have stayed at work and retire. I could stay at become a longshoreman to the age of 71. My bank account would be bigger. I would have way more money in the bank. Longshoremen make lots and lots of money, but I chose to retire and do this stuff instead, to build up memories in life, to enjoy life, take a more relaxed position in life. My health is greatly improved now. I've lost weight. I think I've actually become younger in the last year or two than when I was at work. And now I get to do stuff like this instead of spending my days at work, where one day blends into the next.
You have no memories.
And there's no memories to life.
Because one day is like the past day,
so
and it all blends together.
So I can look at my bank account and say, yeah, I got a big bank account, but I got a miserable life. But I have enough to live. I got a roof over my head, transportation, food. I have adequate money.
Money for vacations.
Money for vacations, eventually going to buy a home. I don't need more and more and more money. You come to a point in life where you reach a certain age, you got to start enjoying life, not just work.
Nobody lives forever, and I don't want to be one of those guys that keeps working until they drop dead at work.
There's lots of people I know that actually died, never got to enjoy retirement. They keep working until they drop dead.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those guys.
And I'm enjoying life right now. This is fantastic. This is going to build memories I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
This epic 12-day backpack into the wilderness where there's no other people we are encountering, and will be remembered for the rest of our lives.
The rest of my life I will remember this backpack, and I can't have memories like this if I continue going to work, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, one day blends into the next. Work every single day. Work.
Okay, that's enough of the rant.
Okay, yeah, that's enough of the rant. One more view of this beautiful gorge. Take a look at that. That is fantastic scenery. Fantastic. This is the McConnell Creek Ford my brother is doing right now. Doesn't look like too bad of a ford. Should be no problem. The ford we did earlier this morning, which I didn't video because of the mosquito situation back there, was worse or harder. Yeah, easy peasy, no problem. You know, my brother and I are too foolish to realize we're too old to be doing this sort of thing. We're supposed to be too old to be doing this 150 kilometer 12-day backpack. We're too foolish to realize that we're too old to be doing this. But you know what? It's good to be a fool sometimes. It's good to be a fool. I'm super stoked to be doing this backpack. This is something I'll always remember. Something we'll always remember, this backpack. And inspiration to other people in their 60s. Hopefully we're providing some inspiration that you can do it too, as long as you have a little bit of fitness. Anyway, enough of that. Making our way along the Red Deer River Trail on day 4. A quick 360. Okay, just hiking along the Red Deer River Trail. Came from that direction. Heading in that direction. Another shot along the upper Red Deer River Trail. Beautiful scenery. Hiking along the Red Deer River Trail. If you can make that out, that is a bison print in the sand. We're entering the territory where bison hang out.
Yeah, we're coming close to Divide Creek.
Divide Creek is very close to here, and there's a bunch of bison prints here.
Yeah, we're coming close to Cascade Fire Road.
Yeah.
And Divide Creek. And that's where you start noticing buffalo.
Beautiful scenery too. Just look at that. Just look at that scenery. It's gorgeous. Beautiful.
And we have encountered absolutely not a single soul since leaving Red Deer Lakes campsite near Scotia Lodge.
Since Red Deer Lakes campsite, no people. Absolutely none. Okay, onwards we go.
Yeah, and hopefully we actually see a bison.
Hopefully we're going to see some bison. There's a lot of them around Divide Creek, apparently. And hopefully we see bison. I don't know how well you can make that out, but it says Clearwater to the left. And this is the beginning of the Divide Creek Trail. Very indistinct, very easy to miss. Another indication is, where's that jawbone, John?
It's a little bit to your right.
Oh yeah, is that it? Somebody hung a jawbone to another trail indication, I guess. Their way of marking the trail. And the trail is very indistinct. I could see people easily missing this. It's like grassed over trail. But this is the beginning of Divide Creek Trail. Anyway, Divide Creek. We're going to set up our campsite for tonight. Close to this. We're on the Red Deer River Trail right where it crosses Divide Creek. Then we're going to backtrack 400 meters to Divide Creek Trail and start to climb up to the patrol cabin. Anyway, this is Divide Creek, and now we're going to look for a tenting spot. Okay, we have our tent set up near Divide Creek, and we're making a meal right now, and we're making this.
And to this meal, we're going to add whey protein.
Creole chicken, grilled chicken.
Whey protein will be added. And in here we have extra virgin olive oil.
We put some extra virgin olive oil in there.
Into this bottle.
So we'll be adding that. So whey protein and olive oil. And we're just waiting for the water to boil. And we're good to go.
We also have some wheat germ and hemp seeds.
And possibly some walnuts or almonds. Okay. So we're all set up for the evening. Tomorrow it's off to Divide Creek Patrol Cabin down Divide Creek, which should be really cool because there might be apparently there's a lot of bison around there. So hopefully we see some bison. Okay, out for a little evening walk, taking some scenes. Pretty nice, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're out taking a little stroll to see if we can see any buffalo.
John.
Yeah, we just want to see if we go for a kilometer or two after setting up camp, and we're going to see any buffalo in the area.
There's lots of bison patties all over the place.
Yeah, bison tracks and bison patties.
Anyway, we'll see. If I see one, I'll put it on video for sure. Okay, there's a road in that pasture. I believe that is the pasture that the Warden Patrol cabin is located in.
We're very close to Cascade Fire Road.
Yes. I think I saw some buildings at the edge of that pasture too. And so that is where the... do you remember the name of the thing? It begins with an S.
It begins with an S, I can't quite remember.
I'll look it up and mention it later. But I believe that's the big pasture it's located in. There's a road going through it. And I saw some buildings at the very end. Right now it's obscured by trees, so I can't show it right at this spot.